So a funny thing happened to me the other day. Well, I don't know if it's so much funny. It's just kind of, I don't know, kind of enlightening, I guess I want to say. It just reminds me of the inherent decrepity and misery of a lot of people. Um, there's this old lady that lives in my complex. She's like 73. Her name's Bonnie. Well, during our first Satanic International Network chapter meeting for the organization, we had it here. And grilled a bunch of food. It was about 8 people showed up. Grilled a bunch of food. Brought a bunch of food. We moved into this rec room, which is really nice. Big screen TV, kitchenette, couches, tables. Really nice. Really nice place to have like a conference meeting or whatever. And we moved in there, and I had gotten permission from the apartment manager a few days beforehand, and he was cool with it. I told him that can I reserve the conference room, rec center, for Saturday between the hours of 3 and 10. He's like, no problem. So right on. So everything's cool. We kept the doors closed. We didn't have any music playing. Uh, we were very respectful of our neighbors, put it that way. We weren't loud, weren't obnoxious. Well, this Bonnie, this old, crabby, grumpy lady, she complains to the apartment manager. She's like, oh, did you know Zach had a bunch of his friends over, and they were in the rec room, and they're all wearing like leather and they had spikes and facial piercings and tattoos, and like some of these people had like weird makeup on. Even some of the men had makeup on, and the apartment manager's like, okay, so, and she's like, yeah, and there was a cop outside. I think it was for them. I think they created a disturbance and somebody called the police. He's like, well, I don't know anything about that. And well, I talked to him about it. I told him, not only were we really quiet, no music, kept the door closed, smoked outside. I spent 30 minutes cleaning up after we all left just to make sure that it was spick and span. Uh, Apparently this old lady is just still not happy, that we were even there. And what it comes down to is, she's miserable. She doesn't have a life. She misses the days when she used to go and have fun. And now she's this old lady withering away in her apartment, on Section 8 and disability. She's got 5 kids, 4 of them live in town. Nobody comes to visit her. And at first I thought that was kind of sad. I thought that was kind of sad. Like, 4 kids and no one came to visit you on Christmas? No one helped you move? It's like, no, they don't really talk to me. I thought that was kind of fucked up. But now I know why. I mean, these people who are miserable, people who have, people who are just have a disdain for life and fun and happiness, indulgence. People who have a disdain for that. Ironically, you'll meet a lot of very religious people that do. They can't stand to see other people having fun. They can't stand to see other people embracing life, enjoying what life has to offer. It drives them miserable. Why? Because it reminds them of how miserable they really are. And it reminds them that there was a day, even if it was all the way back into childhood, there was a day, that they felt like that. And that day is long gone, repressed by painful memories, repressed by religion, and they're dead inside. They're dead to the world. And so they hate the world around them when it reminds them of how miserable they truly are.